Hello and welcome back. This is Commander Cursus and we're playing the Elite Dangerous Beta. We're now on Beta 2. They patched it a few days ago, nearly a week, but I was unable to log in due to the service being a bit glitchy still, so I had to wait till the 2.04 patch to log in. And so since then I have been familiarising myself with the new features, and I'm going to try and show you a little bit of what they're like now. As you can see, it's a lot brighter inside space stations. You can see all the landing pads, and yeah, it's a lot less gloomy. And you can also see I'm back in a Sidewinder. They reset all the credits in the ship, so I'm back in the basic ship. Yeah, the graphics are a bit better. There's a lot less gloom. I think that there's a few bugs still with the universe view, but it's really nice and pretty now. They've also changed the ship UI. As you can see, it's quite nice orange and blue, and when you go to the menus there's a nice blue kind of loading thing as they pop up. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The UI has changed as well. I'll quickly go to this. You can see the system locations are selectable by a list. It's a bit more nice, and the contacts are just changed a bit. You've got a bit more details on the contact screen than you had before. You can see the faction and the bounty on the targets if there is any. On the console side, we've still got the bobblehead. It's a little bit buggy at the moment, but you can see that the console's still pretty it's now pretty grubby. It looks like they're recycling Sidewinders from the old betas just because they got too many. And now I've got someone's grubby old Sidewinder that they've kind of been living in for a few weeks. What else is there? The modules, yeah, it's all just changed a bit. Yeah, upgrades and polish. It's really nice. So, what else have we got? There is a change to the starport menu. We've got, yeah, you've got a news part on the right hand side where you can read the traffic report to kind of see what type of ships people are flying. And there's news. The Galnet news is now in game, not just an email, which is pretty neat. You can refuel and repair from the main screen instead of having to go into the station. Yeah, and munitions are separate. Repairs, I think you still need to go down, but you can repair wear and tear, which is what your ship looks like. I think it's a bit buggy at the moment. It actually does repair it, but it doesn't show you immediately. One major change in this is the bulletin boards changed. Well, the mission system's changed, so there's a whole lot of different missions. So this is kind of the transportation / delivery quests. So that's the two arrows. We've got the hunting kind of mercenary missions where you've got to kill different types of people, like civilians or pirates or authority vessels. Then there is piracy, so it's the kind of like delivery quests, but you have to have stolen goods. And then there's also normal delivery quests. If I can find it, maybe there aren't any. Anyway, so one thing that you can do is kind of chain them together. So I've got trustworthy haulers to Abnet platform. I don't think I can make it there. Seeking, oh, I've already looked at this one. Seeking couriers for Morgor, so I have to take something for 2,000 credits. And this is another one for Morgor, so you can get, I think I'll do that. So I accept that, and then do citizenship and you as well. Where is it? Here we go. And so they're just kind of courier missions, so they don't take any what's this? 16,000? Oh, deliver Galite. So this is a normal delivery quest, but they're legit goods rather than stolen. Okay. Another thing that they have in the menu, the universal cartographics. It's the exploration system being implemented in the new beta. So we've got all of these systems. We can buy the information on the system, so it tells us size and of the planets and the systems that are located there and things like that. I'm not really planning on going to any of those systems. They all seem like a bit of a way out. Melee system was one of the ones that the missions were about, but I'm not really interested in it now. We'll look at that later. Okay, so we go into the Morgul system. One thing they've changed, there's a hotkey for the map. I've bound it to my M button for map, and you can go and look at the system. So Morgul is just one jump away from Dahan. So we've now got a system view. Well, we've still got the system view, but it's a lot more detailed now. You can zoom in and out and see the stars bubbling away. You can also click on the planets independently, and it tells you the old information as we had. And there's also information on the systems, the stations in the system, and it tells you what they import and export. So I'm going to head there. So I'll click on. If I click on the star, it should have targeted it in my it's targeted it in my targeting system. So now I will leave the station and head to Morgul. I'll just check out what the graphics look like now. Things like the landing pad's not loading in until you go through the slot has kind of been changed. It's quite a nice, like a lot of quality of life improvements. Okay, so we're facing the Morgul, and I'll just give a bit of a look around. The galaxy band has been improved, well, enhanced, I would say. It's quite bright now, which is a little bit unrealistic, but yeah, this is a game. So, alright, we're ready to go to Morgul. I'll catch up with you there. So we're just approaching the Romanek Folly station. They've changed the distances. Now they're in megameters, not thousands of kilometers, which is kind of an interesting change. It's just a little bit different. But when you disengage from the super cruise, you stop quite a lot closer to the station. It's not 20 kilometers out anymore. It's more like about 10. So you can almost immediately request docking. And I have to approach the anti-clockwise rotating facet side of the station. So we'll go request some docking.
Request granted.
Okay, I'll just do some boost. You may notice I'm no longer doing the assist off boost. They bug fixed it, and so you no longer have an infinite max speed. It always bleeds off down to your maximum engine set speed cap, even if you have assist off. But yeah, there's some other changes to the speed which I'll talk about at a later date. But no infinite boost anymore, which is, it's fine. It's just a bug fix. I think that they never intended people to have infinite amounts of speed. It made it easy to get away from combats, and it really went against their philosophy of kind of dogfights and having to be skillful to get away rather than having to just, you know, avoid all conflict at all. Okay, just see if I can do my best for docking on camera. There we go. Okay, so we will go and turn in our quests. So I picked up 2 quests. This one's worth 2,400 and this one's worth 1,500, and now I'm up to 118,000. Been saving up money for my next ship. We'll talk about that soon. Okay, and so this is I think this is a, what's the word, independent system, and so everything is kind of, everything has to be stolen. As you can see, everything's a skull. It also, one of the changes to the missions is that the different people that, or the different parties that offer the missions, I assume that later in the game's development you'll be able to get reputation, maybe with the Blue Family or the Revolutionary Party of Morgul, and that may affect your reputation with other people. Maybe if you're working for some pirates or working for a government that maybe another government is not so happy about. Okay, another thing that I wanted to talk about is the upgrade system. They've added a lot of different things into the game. You can upgrade your ship quite a lot now. So on my ship, I've already upgraded my sensors and my power system, for instance, and so the sensors mean that I can scan at a further range than I was previously able to, and also the power system makes my stuff recharge more quickly. And there we go. So I've got now we can upgrade, as well as the hard points and the utilities and the bulkheads. We've also can upgrade our power plant, our thrusters, our frameshift drive, our life support, and all the way, you know, shield generator and all that sort of stuff. And there's a new thing, a discovery scanner, which is for the exploration part of the game, which I'll talk about in a later video. But all of these things you can upgrade, and not every station has all of the things. So a lot of places, yeah, we'll just see what they have. If we can upgrade, I've already upgraded that. Sensors, do they? So this station looks like they don't really look like they've got many things. You can upgrade the amount of cargo your ship holds. So instead of having 4 capacity in the Sidewinder, you can upgrade. You can replace maybe the scanner or your shield generator even with an upgraded cargo, and so you can carry more cargo if you wanted to. So it looks like this place really doesn't have much stuff. Pulse laser. Yeah, they don't even have weapons. So it looks like I'm out of luck. Alright, so I'm going to troll the commodities and the missions, and I will catch up with you later. We'll be talking about probably looking at the new station, or the new outposts. So I'll catch up with you soon. One thing I did want to cover in the video is the new area that we have to explore in our beta. It's a big pill shape. It used to be a small area around here, and now it's a huge area with 500 star systems. Each one of these little dots is a star system that we can explore, and I think people have already made it all the way to the end and back. And yeah, just to check out, you can also scan each system and bring it back to civilization to, you know, sell the data to traders and miners, which the mining is still to be implemented in the game. There's also places to go, like this famous star, Arcturus. If I zoom too far, it's a real star you can actually see in the sky from Earth. I think a lot of these you can, but this is one I'm familiar with. And it's, if you look at the system view, it's a really big red giant star, and it's got 2 gas giants as part of the system. And those these are taken from actual observational data. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to exploring these kind of places. Also on the map, I noticed you can see, oh, there's Arcana, there's Sol. That's the place that I want to show. If I can, there we go. And that's our home system. It's only 41 light years away from where I am now, so it's not quite in the game, but it's pretty neat that we're going to be able to explore there soon. So yeah, exciting times. Alright, welcome back. I'm back at the Acellus Primus system. I picked up a couple of quests for delivery at Foster Research Lab, which is a new... oh, I'm going too fast. Oh, fail whale. It's a new outpost in the Acellus Primus system. Okay, so the research lab is an outpost. They aren't like the stations with internal kind of docking bay and all that sort of stuff. Their docking bays are located on the outside of the station, so you have to kind of manually dock with the outside. And yeah, they're
landing gear.
Pretty neat. That noise you just heard was my voice attack profile, and you may hear it a couple of times as I try and dock with this station. Voice attack is a program which you can basically use voice commands to control your ship, and I've only got the trial at the moment, but I think I'm going to pick it up because it's pretty great. You can do things like well, I mainly use it for throttle control, but you can use the landing gear, as I said, and pretty much
Landing
anything.
gear.
Pretty much anything that you can bind to a hotkey, you can make happen in voice attack. I'll just disable it for now because it's a little bit annoying. Alright, here at the research lab. So I'll just approach it slowly and do a bit of a flyby. Approach it quickly and do a bit of a flyby. So what have we got here? Just request docking.
Warning.
Docking request denied. Well, that's pretty interesting. So that means that all the platforms, the landing platforms, must be full. I'm not sure if the graphics are working properly. This looks like kind of like quite a bright white thing in the middle of space, and I've seen other videos where it's a little bit darker, so I don't know if my graphic settings are right or not. But yeah, as you can see, it's got a bit of a, it's got all these modules and solar panels and things attached to it. And we'll just look, there's a landing pad over there with somebody at it, an eagle at it. That's a pretty neat view. Probably, hopefully take off soon. Or maybe not. Anyway, I'll request landing again because I quite like to deliver this quest. Docking denied. Well, that's a shame. Okay, this person's taking off. I wonder if that's a player. No, it's not. Lily James, no record. But now they've vacated their platform. That's platform 3, but I've got approval for platform 1. So let's find platform 1, and I'll try not to fly into the station while I do it. Alright. So which way is platform 1? There it is. Alright. It's a big one. So just
Warning.
Landing gear not deployed. Thank you, space station lady. Okay. There we go. So we've got basically a very similar amount of things you can do. So you can obviously refuel and repair. There's a bulletin board. There's no trading available though. They don't have markets. But I do have outfitting. I'll just click on that real quick because the outposts have better modules available than the main starports. I think that, as you can see, it's kind of it's pretty much exactly the same as a starport docking, including the tower outside. But yeah, so they don't often have weapons, although it looks like they do here. Here's one addition. So you can get a pulse laser, normal. You can also get a low heat one, which obviously does low heat, and a focus one, which does more damage, but obviously different heat. And you can also do a compare with your current one, and you can see all the stats and compare the stats of your current laser versus the one that you're going to upgrade. So this one, it sees red. Obviously it goes from a class F to a class G laser, which is worse. Sorry, rating F to rating G. They're both class 1. Power draw is worse. The damage is worse. The rate of fire is worse. So basically you get gimbaling, which basically auto targets your target, auto tracks your target, but you get worse power. So that's what we got there. So what else have we got? Utility mounts, heatsink chaff, frame weight scanner. That's for tracking people into hyperspace. You can also get the upgraded version. So this is F rating cargo scanner, an E rating kill warrant scanner. So, and these go up in price, as you can see, 300,000, a million. So you can get better versions of all of the different things that you can equip. This is a thruster for 53. So this will put my rating up to E. It's 4 tons, and the power draw is increased. So maybe it means that I can basically thrust more mass more efficiently. So my optimal mass goes from, let's compare, 48 tons to 66 tons, maximum mass 72 tons to 99 tons. So basically I could equip a lot more advanced systems to my ship and still have very good performance. Alright, what we came here for, handing in the missions. So deliver the message. 1,200, and the light transport, which is the reason I chose it. 1 ton of silver, and that is going to be worth 6,000, which is a pretty good. And so now there's more missions to be available. I'm just going to pick through them and decide what to do, and I'll catch up with you soon. Okay, that about wraps it up for this episode. I hope what I've shown you of the Beta 2 for Elite Dangerous has whet your appetite. I'll leave you with this view of the Ebutus Delta star. It's a brown dwarf star, which is actually observed in the Ebutus system in real life, and it's orbiting gas giant, which is on my left, and the Maya Stellar Research Facility, which I am going to deliver a mission to immediately. Thanks for watching. Join me next time. I'll be looking into new ships, new systems, new trade routes and exploration. See you later.